Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing about the trending issue on Honorable Abbas Adigun Agboworin representing the Ibadan Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. I guess he was trying to say some things in the Senate and he was being corrected and
Arise to move that the House should be given the award by recognition coming from the list coming from the Department of Health.
Just say I move for the rescission of my first motion.
Okay.
Of my amendment, yes.
I rise to move the motion as the decision move as amended. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I move to rescind the decision, the resolution of the first motion I move.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, sorry, sir. I rise and I move to the decision to recite
the resolution of the first amendment.
Moved by
Thank you.
motion.
Thank you. Honorable Leke, can you second that rescission?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
due to the pressure he broke and there's just a lot of negativity going on revolving around the whole issue. So we'll just dive right in. Kane, glad to have you back. What do you think on this trending issue?
No, to be honest, I was very shocked. I was very shocked when I watched the video of him speaking. But some people have given background to the issue by highlighting his achievements in the Navy and his academic achievements and the fact that he has even been in the US Navy, not just Nigerian Navy also. So
yeah, that's true.
Because my first reaction to people didn't come to state his academic backgrounds and everything and his achievements. I would have been so angry, annoyed, and so I've just summed up Nigerian politics. But that clearly isn't the issue right now, I guess. So
yeah, that's true.
And it's from the arguments online. From the arguments online, it seems he developed a disability. But what played out in the video for me was not just a speech disability issue. It felt like a kind of stage fright or nerves that caught up with him that basically hampered his cognitive ability because it was something that he was being corrected. Like, this is how you should say this, and he couldn't pick up and say it. So it was not a speech issue because speech will only hamper. Yes, that you having speech disability will only affect your fluency in delivering any statement that I want to say, but it will not affect it doesn't necessarily affect your cognitive ability to understand or
to understand things.
What you are saying, that you know what you want to say already, but the problem is that your speech disability is breaking you down, it's making you slow. Maybe it takes a longer to be able to say what you want to say. So for me, you cannot use speech disability as an argument for why he was not able to move emotion, because I think this is somebody that has been in the House of Reps. I don't know when he entered office. I don't know how long he has been there. But let's assume this is his first tenure. He has been 2 years in office already, so he should be able to know how to move emotion. Let's just assume that this is his first tenure. He should know how to move emotion. So it was quite disappointing. But seeing that there are other videos of him online making speeches or arguing his case in the floor of the House, it clearly shows that he's not somebody that is uneducated or doesn't know what he's doing, at least from the previous videos. I think so. Maybe this speech disability is something that they've looked at recent.
Exactly. So I don't know. Well, but I guess there's a lot of tribalism going on at the moment, especially on the Nigerian version of Twitter. So I would understand people's sentiments and wanting to pull others down. And except it has been shown that it can't function in that position, I won't want to go into politics and other, competencies and that. But I feel so far he has been able to contest, win an election, even if it's disabled, you can't say people that are disabled now, let's say either slightly, maybe they are autistic or they are working with canes, blind, crippled, and all of that. We are all humans, and then everybody can actually, everybody can
contest for office.
Exactly.
Yes, as long as your cognitive abilities are there and your general health, your mental and physical health is okay. It does not hamper with your office. I think yes, you can contest for office. So, but like anybody with disability, as long as it's not cognitive disability, I believe you can contest for office.
Sure. I believe that too.
It's right.
It's just
as long as
simple.
It's the people in his constituents that know him. They are the ones that have voted for him. They know his capability.
Exactly, and I'm sure.
And I think this level of disability to me is very simple. It's more of like a speech disability. But the argument people are making is that in the floor of the house, you are meant to make arguments and you're meant to make presentations. So how now, if you have a speech disability, how are you going to be able to do that? So
I've seen another video from Jack, anyways, where he spoke clearly. He spoke clearly, and sometimes
is it after this recent video I've seen or before?
I don't even know the timeline, but I'm sure he has left the military a long time ago. I'm sure he left the military in the US before becoming a lawmaker here. So what I just believe is, and it was also a footage from the National Assembly. They have this media being released from National Assembly. So I guess letter to Jack, the guy on Twitter, went to get the footage. I could put it somewhere in the screen right now.
I'll recognize him when we come to this room.
Mr. Speaker.
Straight to the point, 1 minute, 2 minutes, please.
My name is Abbas Adigun. I represent the people of Ibadan Southeast, Ibadan Northeast Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, members, and from Ibadan, your state. Mr. Speaker, I don't talk much. And when it comes to security, you know my resume. I served and I retired from military in the US. And I came back to Nigeria and I joined politics. So I'm here today. So when it comes to security, I think when I speak, it's very important that you listen to my own point. And thank you for giving me this chance. 7 Assembly, 9 Assembly, 7 Assembly, 8 Assembly, 9 Assembly, 10 Assembly. We've been talking about insecurity in this country. And it's unfair to Nigerians about we, parliamentary branch of government, executive branch of government, that so far we have not got anything done on this security. And it will be unfair to all our security agencies that we are keep on talking about they are not performing their job. So I have 4 points that I want to discuss with you briefly. Number 1, our population in this country is over 200 million. And when you add all the security agencies together in our country, they are not even up to 10%. So basically what I'm trying to say is that we should find a way to make sure that we allow them, we give them the approval to increase the capacity of our security agency in Nigeria. Besides, we have so many unemployment in this country. That's number 1. Number 2, we keep on talking about insecurity. What about these people? They have family. They are human beings like us. What do we do with their welfare capacity? I was the first one that moved the motion in the Assembly about the welfare of our security agency in this country. Mr. Speaker, when I was in the US, I signed the document. If I did not come back from the war, $400,000 will go to my family. Then the branch that belonged to US Navy, another $150,000. That makes it $550,000 to come to Nigeria to my family. Do we have anything like that for our people? Because when they go out there, Mr. Speaker, it's a 50% of coming back home. What do we do? What happened to their family? Who assists their family if they did not come back? So we need to be real. We need to be fast in this country. Number 3, Mr. Speaker. We are talking about this, our agency, our security agency, to go and meet all these bandits, all these kidnappers. What did we even see their equipment? Do they update their equipment? They are still carrying AK-47 that was produced maybe about 40, 30 years ago. when you go to advanced country, you will see the new model of equipment they are using to go and face all these bandits, all these Boko Haram, whatever you might mean. Even the insecurity is not just northeast, it's not just northeast, it's everywhere in Nigeria today. So what do we have? Do we have latest that all our security agencies are asking for? We don't have it because I was a part of security agency committee in Nine Assembly. So I was frustrated. You cannot see me in any security committee this time around because everything that we say in Nine Assembly, nothing gets done at all. So let's just be sincere to ourselves in this country. Then the last one, I'm a Yoruba man from Ibadan. I speak Yoruba. Unfortunately, I don't speak any other language. Now you post me to somewhere in Sokoto or somewhere in Onitsha, and there are issues there. And they are speaking their dialect, their local language. And this is an insecurity issue. And I cannot understand that language. So we've been agitated for a long time in our assembly that we should find the way to get safe policing so that the people within the community, they will understand each other. If they are speaking Hausas, and the people from there, they are in charge, they will understand themselves more than me that posted from Oyo State to Sokoto that don't understand. So those 4 points, I have more, but let me just only talk about those 4.
Thank you.
We need to address those 4. And in National Assembly, we need to help them if we really need something to be done about this insecurity in Nigeria. And executive branch of government, we have to hold them accountable for all this. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well done, Honorable Abbas. Well done. Well done. Nice point raised and well noted. And some of them should also come by way of amendment to that prayer. Well done. Straight to the point with the issues captured. These are real issues. Let me yield the applause to Honorable.
The fourth order of the day is the presentation of reports of the Conference Committee on a bill for an act to amend the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, CAB N30, Laws of Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and for related matters, standing in the name of Honorable Abbas Adigun. Honorable Adigun is invited to present the report.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Abbas Adigun is my name. I represent the people of Ibadan Southeast, Ibadan Northeast Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm from Ibadan, Oyo State. I like to lay the report on a conference committee on a bill, NDLA bill, HB 472. The House do receive the report of the conference committee on a bill for an act to amend the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Act, CAB N30, Law of the Federation of Nigeria, 2004, and for related matters. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder? Yes.
Sorry. Or drop a link to it in the comments. The man spoke clearly and he didn't have any issues. So I feel
my question, the video of him speaking clearly, is it after this incident or before this incident? If it's before this incident, I don't know. I think it only clarifies that he has been mentally sound. So he's not somebody that's
sure.
that just came into office.
Exactly, that just came into office.
Sound.
So
I would
add the link to the tweet also.
Yeah, but if it's not before this video, I don't know. It doesn't help. It doesn't make too much of a case for his future. Well, that's a re-election, but it depends on his constituents anyway. At the end of the day, and they might not. But I believe maybe the other reps will devise other means for him if he wants to propose a bill. If he cannot speak fluently, I think they will have they can maybe develop another avenue for him to.
I actually believe he can speak fluently. You know, there's a thing about being corrected. We've all gone through this. I'm sure. Likewise, imagine giving a presentation in front of the whole world, in front of cameras and everything. Then you are being corrected for something you should possibly know, and is in front of the whole world on the biggest stage in the country. the lawmakers.
that
Come
video,
on.
no, his reaction, to be honest, if you don't read about his achievements or his I was look at his CV. To be honest, if you look at that video for the first time, it was really
It
annoying.
was bad.
Because no for no like the it's I don't know how to explain it, but it was bad. To be honest, bad.
Yeah.
To me, like stage fright, this is something you have been doing for years, for at least 2 years.
Yeah,
If this is your
but
first
you
time.
know,
Like,
sometimes
that
as
video does
humans,
not like
sometimes as humans,
come on.
we have
No.
issues, personal issues we deal with that can affect our capacity to perform. Me speaking to you.
That's why I'm
Me
believing.
speaking to you.
That's why I'm believing. No, that's why I'm believing that maybe he has developed a speech disability, because that would be a more reasonable explanation for me. Right now,
And it's a
than say that he
one-time
does not have
thing.
any
We've not
speech
seen another
disability
footage.
at all.
That's the only time we've seen that happening. We've not seen
And
another
that's
footage of
recent,
him.
right? Well, I know they have about how many members in the house? Are they up to 360, I think. So how many of them are going to this have time to speak? Maybe at the end of the 4 years, maybe they might not speak more than 2 or 3 times. That's what those are.
But at least the thing is, we have evidences. We have 2 extra videos of him speaking well, and the only video,
No,
the only video.
that proves. Yeah.
Okay,
You were saying?
the only video of him not being fluent was just that one video. And you know, people run with various propaganda, and they can frame it in different ways. Just a few seconds of. The funny thing is, before moving that motion or raising that motion or anything, I don't know how they call it, I'm sure he had to say some set of words or give like a monologue prior to that. So they just cut a part. They just cut a part where the maybe Senate president or whoever is the head of the house was trying to make him to say it exactly how it's meant to be said. You know, it can be fluent, but
in all honesty, at this stage, he shouldn't be taught that he should have known how to move emotion.
Sure,
like,
that's true.
Let's not be justifying rubbish.
I'm sure.
At his age, at his experience, is something that's so basic that he should know already. And for his job, for crying out loud, that's his job description. That's part of the job. So like, in a private setting, it's always government setting that we always try to make excuses for a lot of bad behavior, a lot of rubbish. In a private setting,
no, but you know, it's just the human factor too.
Functions.
Sometimes the human factor. Sometimes
it was basic of your functions. You pay the price for crying out loud. But anyway, it's at least it's it's somebody that is at least cognitively sound, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, because another factor we didn't chip in on. Another factor we didn't chip in on was the fact that he worked as a recruiter for the US Army, and for you to recruit people to come and serve in the military, everybody runs away from that. So you have to be someone that has charisma, can speak fluently, and can also convince people. Because even in the US, there are always lots of skits, even on TikTok, where I see people always running away from all these army recruiters. You know, it's it's something, I must say. So based on his background, I feel even being a military, you have to be extremely fit and sound, because there are some roles you don't take up on if you are not sound mentally. They would have.
For him to work in the US, for him to even do that in the US, which has a higher standard than Nigeria for me, so it's quite impressive, and it gives huge credit to him, to be honest.
Sure. I'm sure he himself will be looking back at that footage. I'm like, oh man, what did they do me?
I swear, like.
And it happens. That's just one of these human flaws. We are not perfect. Also, that's just life. So let us know what you think in the comments, and see you in the next video.